That brings up the question. I mean, Bordeaux right now is the national release where everybody can buy it. Do you think the game is worth buying?
I would say
Welcome in, everybody. I hope you are celebrating the full release of College Football 2026. Now, everybody can have it, not just the deluxe edition or the pre-orders. It is available worldwide, and we're super excited. We know a lot of you guys have been playing already, and we brought back a guest, one of the top...
The GOAT.
The GOAT, let's be honest.
Yeah.
The GOAT when it comes to streamers with the college football games, with the EA Sports games, our buddy, Bordeaux. Bordeaux, what's up, buddy?
Welcome back, bud.
glad to be back.
Yes. Now all the secrets can come out. He was kind enough to join us a couple weeks ago and give us a little bit of taste of what we're going to get into. Former Michigan quarterback David Cohn to my left. Former Western State Colorado wide receiver Blaine Crain to my right. Now, Blaine, I'm going to tell you right now, is going to have the best questions.
Yeah.
Okay, he's going to have the best.
He's dialed in.
He's played it more than anybody.
Has he been playing the most?
He's been playing the most, for sure.
Yeah.
He's also the only one without children, so it makes it easier for him as well. But here's where I want to start. I just, off the rip, I want you to give me, now that there is no stone left unturned, two of the things you love the most about this year's game, and one area where you think they need to attack first to make it better in a patch or however they go about it. I'm not smart enough to understand that.
Okay. Honestly, the more games I play, first one's got to be the presentation.
Mm-hmm.
It just, the sound feels so much better. Snow games look incredible. You feel like you're in the stadium a lot more. You got runouts and Road to Glory. That's been the most satisfying part, alongside just, my second would be like quality of life changes in Dynasty. I play a lot of Dynasty, so I notice a lot of the small changes they made. But my biggest complaint would have to be, it's a thing with games like all of them now. They just don't launch finished. It's frustrating. Like, I've noticed so many bugs the longer that I've played it that you just wonder, how are they there in the first place? And it happened last year as well. I just don't know how they were missed and how they're there, because it's frustrating. You got all these people hyped up, ready to see this launch, all this work they've put in, and then they're going to get turned off because they're experiencing these bugs that shouldn't be there in the first place.
Well, I think, as much as we want the game to come out, I would rather wait another couple of months and it come out and be finished. But what are one of the... Give me
the one thing that's kind of upsetting, it's the same kind of bugs you had in last year's game, right? Yeah. That kind of transferred over.
Like what? Like what?
There's onside kick glitches. There's
I saw a kick return glitch.
There's probably that too. Right now, when it comes to Dynasty, there's like a unlimited points glitch with your coach, and there's just certain things where I'm gonna get to them. Like, I think the game plays a little bit better, but there's some areas, especially when it comes to offensive line blocking, that could have improved a lot. And I agree with you, Bordeaux. Like, I would rather you wait. The same thing you say, for a game to be fully finished before you bring it out, just to bring it out.
Yeah, interesting.
So Bordeaux, are you noticing those same things that Blaine's talking about?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of bugs. Like, even on defense, I'm watching my outside corners just flip zones. Like, they're on the complete opposite sides of the field, and it's like, you got some people that are like me. I'll play the whole year. I love college football. Won't matter. But then you have people that come in for a few weeks that are just this is their only experience. And you're going to lose them when they have to go through so many different bugs. And it stinks because you pour in all that work and then people just get turned off immediately.
Well,
I don't know why it's like it.
That brings up the question. I mean, Bordeaux right now is the national release where everybody can buy it. Do you think the game is worth buying right now?
I would say yes, if you play college football games that much. Like, it is noticeably different than 25. But if you're one of those people that holds off a little bit, it's going to go on discount in a couple months.
Yeah.
If you're not like dying to start up another dynasty, if you're not dying to get back in that college football feeling while the season's not here, then, I mean, you can save your money for a little bit. It's not going to be the end of the world. 25 was still fun. Just for me, that's the one game I play all the time, I can't go back to it now just because of all the quality of life stuff, presentation stuff they did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what about the Road to Glory stuff? Didn't you start a Road to Glory?
Yeah, I did. And I think when it comes to Road to Glory, I think what they did, I like where their head was at, their headspace. It's just, I'm not huge on just having, every certain drive being some random weird thing that you have to do to get to where your points are high enough or your film tape is high enough
instead of
to get certain schools. So what they really do is that you'll get a Road to Glory, say you get a running back, all right? And then you'll have each game, like each drive, you have to hit a certain goal in that drive, like you have to run 8 yards and stiff arm a guy or something like that. I'd rather just run the full game out, go off my stats, and then that's how I get graded out. Bordeaux, and I'm sure you've played plenty of Road to Glories. What's your thoughts, honestly, on the way they went, the route they took with Road to Glory?
Well, I started another one last night just for fun, and I actually found myself still thinking it took too long, which is weird because I agree with you. I want the full high school experience.
Mm-hmm.
I think they did it for the people that will play like 5, 6, 7 Road to Glories, and by that 7th time you don't want to play through high school again, there's a setting where you can turn off high school.
Yeah.
So I like that they're testing something like that, but we got to go full high school games.
Yeah.
The scenario systems just, it doesn't make sense if I score a touchdown on a drive, if I get 50 yards receiving on a drive as a receiver, but I didn't spin a guy out and get extra 5 yards off of it, that colleges wouldn't be interested.
And it's so upsetting to me, and I'm not trying to be a stickler here, but it just feels like most of the guys who make the devs, who make the NCAA games, I don't know if they've ever played football before.
Why do you say that?
Because it's just certain things in the game that that don't happen in football. And like when it comes to that, why shorten it? If someone loves football, they're going to run out the entire high school thing. When it comes to DBs, I like the no eyes look, but still ball coverage and animations, I still think is garbage. There's stuff up front on both sides of the ball. The offensive line, I've been asking for offensive line fits just to know what you're doing since they brought out last year's game. And it hasn't gotten any better. I mean, sure, the presentation stuff, there's more things you can do. But when it comes to me, I love gameplay improvement, right? I want animation improvement. And I don't know if it got that much better this year. I think the game plays well, right? From a feel standpoint, I think it does. But I do think something feels a little bit lacking in this year's game.
Well, I will give them a little bit of grace here. They do have people, played football on staff, talked to a good bit of them. And the devs that maybe they didn't, or they did back in like high school or something, they care a lot. They brought over some guys from a revamped community. They completely transformed NCAA Football 14 and made it actually playable while we had this huge hiatus. There's like all those guys there play this game as much as everyone else. I trust the dev team on the college side. I can't say anything else for any of the other EA dev teams, but the college side, those guys are very passionate. I think they hit a lot of limitations in a short time span between each game. Like, they have, you're working on a game to try to keep fixing it. And then all of a sudden you got like a 6-month period. We got to put out another one. It's these yearly releases, I think, that holds back what each game could have potential-wise. So that's why I say, like, if you're not a massive fan of some of these, like I don't play 2K that much, I'll buy it every 3-4 years, and you're not missing out on that much change.
Big thanks to Bearskin for sponsoring today's show. They sent us their Heavy Storm rain jacket and hoodie combo. And after testing it out in Ireland, where it rained sideways and all day, I can confidently say this is the best 3-in-1 rain jacket that I or we have ever owned. It folds into its own stash pocket as well. Takes up almost no space in your backpack or pocket, and it's a total game changer in heavy or light rains. This thing is fully waterproof. That's because it's got fully taped seams, silicone sealed zips, adjustable cuffs, and the hood is designed to not allow any water near your face. And it's not just any old jacket either. It also has 5 waterproof pockets. That's 4 more than you got. So all your gear stays dry. Whether you're hiking, fishing, biking, or getting caught in a storm on your morning commute, this is that one crucial rain jacket that you need. And here's the best part. It actually zips into the Bearskin hoodie. All right, it's like a transformer, turning both into 3-in-1 all-weather system. So your fleece stays warm and dry underneath. You stay comfortable and dry on the outside as well. We love them. And the best part is when you order your Bearskin rain jacket, you'll get fast delivery and free shipping from within the United States. To get yours for 60% off, that's right, you just text Crain, that's C-R-A-I-N, to 36912. Even if you're busy right now, I don't care. Text Crain to 36912 and they'll send you a link so you can lock in your discount for later. So if you go outdoors, rain or shine, text CRAIN to 36912 and get 60% off the best rain jacket on the market. So the recruiting, part of it? What are the biggest differences in recruiting for this year's game in Dynasty mode as last year's or years past? Or is it that different? I know it's gotten a lot more intricate, right? When they released the game last year, there's a lot more that goes into it. What are the biggest differences from the recruiting side?
Well, basically, just every player has a deal breaker that changes as they progress. So you could recruit a guy that he doesn't care that much about proximity to home whenever he's like a 60 overall, but by the time he gets up to like an 85, all of a sudden he cares a lot more. You have to have a higher school grade to keep him there. And if you don't, he'll transfer. And it goes like that for all sorts of school grades. So if you're a small school, you want your players to progress, but if they get too good and you don't have the grades to maintain them, they're all gone.
Well, or they'll just go transfer to somebody else.
Oh, like the transfer portal, one thing that's hugely different in this game, not only just being able to recruit guys, but the amount of guys from your team that will get into the portal is drastic. They like 3x'd.
That mirrors real life.
And which is great. Realistic. No, which is fantastic. It mirrors exactly what real life is. But the couple of things I saw, and it's funny you bring that up, when it comes to deal breakers, the online dynasty I'm in right now is South Carolina. And, we're in week 4 or week 5, and I've been recruiting these guys all year. Played a couple games on TV, won the games, beat Vandy 45-3. And I go back, and I have a deal breaker on like 5 of them now because my brand exposure went down. And as upsetting that is to me, I somewhat like it. That somewhat makes sense. That, and another thing I think they did well was to come to the visits, right? The closer you are to say I'm recruiting you and you're in Georgia, all right, and I'm in South Carolina, I'm recruiting you, you're in California, it's going to cost less recruiting points to schedule a visit for you because of proximity.
Okay.
Right, so I thought they did well on that. And one thing I do want to know from you, Bordeaux, is there an offensive playbook you like? Is there a defensive playbook you like? What system did we really fall in love with?
I am falling in love with Navy's playbook.
Oh, I love to hear you say that. Let's go.
You're diabolical.
I've had so many big runs out of it. Quarterback, as long as you got a quarterback with speed, there's some crazy keepers in there. It's such a weird playbook to fall in love with because I'm very rarely passing the ball, but it's almost perfect. The less I pass, the less turnovers I have, the less interceptions.
Yeah.
So,
and time of possession.
I've been loving it.
Oh, yeah. Every play, 4 yards.
Have you noticed, is there anything they need to fix right off the bat, like glitch-wise, like plays? Like I'm sure
there's always going to be glitches in game,
right?
I mean, obviously, there is. People are going to find them. When it comes, I want the onside kick stuff gone, and I think the coaching point glitch needs to be gone. I had someone try to do that in our dynasty.
Coaching point.
Yeah, it's a long story.
You can basically become like a level 100 coach almost immediately.
Oh, really?
I think they might have fixed it.
Yeah, I think.
It can't stay.
Coach Crain likes that.
Yeah, they updated that.
Marcus Freeman.
Yeah, it's there's not a lot out there, which is good. It's just I would thought this game would be a little bit better, but I get what you're saying with time constrictions or anything like that. But for the newbies, right, hopping on this game, what's like 3 things, like 3 tips that they need to know before just really starting it up, playing online, or just getting into Dynasty or Road to Glory?
You really need to focus on getting the ball out quick. Some people will say like offensive line still not great. It is majorly improved from my perspective, pass blocking wise. You're going to have those plays where things just look wonky. Like you said, it's a football game. But you shouldn't have more than 3 seconds back there in the pocket most of the time.
Yeah. So
you do need to make those quick decisions. And so that'd be the first thing, getting it out quick. Also, setting the difficulty. Don't let your ego get hurt. They made Heisman harder.
Yeah.
Road to Glory is very challenging. You might need to bump down the difficulty a little bit or adjust some sliders. The customization's there. I just, if you want to have fun with the football game versus get really frustrated all the time, I don't know. That feels like a better trade-off. And then third, like the dynamic deal breakers, just focus on the guys you're recruiting and what they care about in Dynasty. If they care a lot about playing style and you're not going to run the ball and they're a running back, then don't recruit them. Yeah. They will transfer, especially once they get good or they get older.
Well, Bordeaux, the last question I have for you is if you could give me 1 out of 10, with 10 being the best, 1 being the worst, what grade would you give this year's game?
So I think last year I gave College Football 25 a 7. And obviously, I believe this game is taking enough steps forward where I'm satisfied with it. I still don't love the state that it's in. Like right now, the state that it's in with all the bugs and it not being polished out, I'm giving it another 7.
Okay.
Even with all the steps it took forward. But once they throw up a couple title updates 2-3 months from now, I think I'm gonna look back and be like an 8, 8.5.
Yeah.
Because that, like last year, college football on launch, I wasn't happy either. It took them a couple months to fix a lot of bugs. That just, I don't want that to become a reoccurring cycle where every year, until we really get up to when college football kicks off, there's just a lot of bugs in this game.
Yeah. It was basically like Florida's season in real life.
Yeah, no doubt. Bordeaux, I saw EA gave Kentucky's punter a toughness score of 0. How do you achieve a toughness ranking of 0? And does this kid have to throw hands week 1 and get ejected just to save some credibility?
I think he should do that. Have some fun with it. I'm sure it was, I bet it's all on a spreadsheet and they just, something slipped through.
Either that or they're boys. Either that or he's got a buddy that works there.
That'd be even better.
Like,
he's
we
trolling.
gotta, see if that'd be the ultimate troll. Quickly though, too, Bordeaux, are you gonna play the EA college basketball game?
Oh my gosh. Yes, I will play that. I would trust 2K more because they've had more experience with it. People hate on them for their microtransaction side of things. I don't care. As long as there's a college basketball game, I will be happy. I will be playing it. There's no way that you can't get excited about it. I mean, all that we have looking back, those games, they just don't hold up to what college basketball is now. So
for sure.
Absolutely. I'm sure y'all are the same.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to win that damn
Hey, and look, Bordeaux, I'm going to be honest.
Game.
Am I upset that you're not picking Auburn when it comes to your team? Yeah. Yeah, I am. But hey, look, I'm all for we are Marshall, babe. So good luck.
Can you do a thing in this version of EA where Hugh Freeze plays golf and you lose a recruit?
What's your problem?
I just want to know if
what's your problem? Okay. See, you always got to make it about.
I just want to know if you lose a recruit.
I had a really good morning.
It's embarrassing.
I was having a really good morning. Viola slept all through the night last night.
I just tell you.
And we're almost
Bordeaux, don't listen to him, man.
Yeah.
All right, we don't let him out.
But Bordeaux, tell everybody where they can find your stuff, man, if they don't know already. We really appreciate you hopping on with us, too. I know you've been really busy since the launch.
Yeah, great talking with y'all again. Just Bordeaux on socials. And I appreciate y'all for having me.
Definitely.
I'm going to send you an Auburn jersey to hang up there, man.
Yeah.
Behind you.
All right.
We got to get some Kentucky
I have
stuff
an Alabama one right back there right now.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm sending you.
We got to even that out. But in the comments, let us know, how do you like the game? Give us a 1 to 10 rating, and which team did you pick first to start a dynasty with? Bordeaux, great stuff, man.
Delaware.
I appreciate you. I'd like the chances of me not running home to play this game right now. We're going.
You better catch it.
Oh, yeah, gone. Stretchy pants.